Welcome to Stupid Christian Comments number 10. This video series presents some of the amazingly stupid comments by Christian YouTubers on my channel's debates and videos. This week's episode will be the last regularly scheduled episode of this series in order to give me time to work on some other projects. Not to fear, from time to time I will be releasing new Stupid Christian Comments videos, however, not on a 3-week cycle. Thanks to everyone who submits stupid comments for me to use. Keep them coming. And now, here are this week's top 5 picks. This week's comments are presented to you by Brendan, aka Prototype Atheist. Check out his channel and videos and don't forget to subscribe.
Hi, my name is Brendan, and first I'd just like to thank Vegan Atheist for allowing me the opportunity to participate in this video. And secondly, I would like to invite you to find me on YouTube and on Facebook under the name Prototype Atheist, where I will be giving my unique perspective on things such as religion, atheism, politics, and science. Now, without any further ado, let's get to the stupid.
Our first comment is from Tina Chandler, who said,
I believe in God. I always have. An energy source, if you will. I believe the Bible and other texts were meant for us to learn something about human nature. If you read the Bible fully, Jesus has had some good rules to live by. A simple man doing good to other men. God is a matter of faith. I can't prove to you that there is a God, and you cannot prove to me that there isn't.
Everyone is born an atheist, born without a belief in a God. Belief in a creator comes later after your family and community has had a chance to indoctrinate you into whichever religious tradition you had the misfortune of being brought up in. If God is an energy, then he should be detectable by scientists and is not outside the universe, but within it. Energy, as defined by the Encyclopedia Britannica, is, in physics, the capacity for doing work. It may exist in potential, kinetic, thermal, electric, chemical, nuclear, or other various forms. There are, moreover, heat and work, i.e., energy in the process of transfer from one body to another. After it has been transferred, energy is always designated according to its nature. Hence, heat transferred may become thermal energy, while work done may manifest itself in the form of mechanical energy. If God is energy, then a simple test should be enough to confirm his existence. While you may believe that the Bible's purpose is to teach us about human nature, how did you come to this conclusion? I am less interested in what you believe, and more on how you have determined that your beliefs are representative of reality and not wishful thinking. Why not look at human history to learn about human nature? Why attach all this extra baggage regarding a God, miracles, and the supernatural? You describe Jesus as a simple man doing good to other men, but the Bible far from claims such a humble characterization. Do you not believe this supposedly simple man is no other than the Son of God, 1/3 of the triune God? That's an incredibly ostentatious claim that needs to be verified with exceptional evidence. You may be comfortable to believe in grand assertions without evidence, however, truth matters to me, and the only rational method to discover truth from fiction is a demonstration of quality evidence. It is not up to me to demonstrate that God does not exist, it is up to you to demonstrate that he does. It is always up to the person who makes a positive claim to defend it. Next we have Sherry Fan Productions, who had this to say.
However, it does sound like you really don't like religion. This is my problem with a lot of atheists. I feel that all people have the right to believe in something as long as they don't criticize other people's beliefs. You've chosen to believe in no God, which I respect, but I don't think you have the right to say, that's completely wrong. I think we should all be open-minded, so that we may find the truth. Muslims, Christians, Jews, atheists, if we all work together and keep an open mind, I think the future could be bright.
I must say, I'm not a fan of religions in general. While they often do provide people with a community to belong to, and humanitarian aid in many impoverished parts of the world, they also irrationally hold on to Bronze Age beliefs, myths, scientific inaccuracies, and retard human prosperity. Religions are institutions of belief which differ from each other based upon strict delineation of tenets they hold to be true, however cannot corroborate with evidence. Religious edicts hold irrational notions regarding sexual conduct, gender roles, nature and origin of the universe, purpose of life, and alternate realms of existence. Religions encourage people to follow rules without justifying the rules themselves. While I do not share your theistic worldview, and I would never work to enforce a ban of religious belief or practice, I do believe in an open marketplace of ideas where beliefs can be openly criticized and scrutinized. Beliefs that hold muster are beliefs worth having, and those that don't are not. You may dislike that I am free to criticize your beliefs. However, life is rarely how we desire it. I have the right to disagree and voice it. I have the right to proclaim that you are completely wrong and defend it. I am all in favor of keeping an open mind. However, there is a fundamental difference between being open to new ideas and holding untenable beliefs. Perhaps God exists. Perhaps Jesus is really the Son of God. But the moment to believe these things is the moment we have very good evidence to justify belief, and not a moment sooner. Donna Cabrera is next with this.
First of all, I'm Christian, and stop making fun of other PPL's religion, okay? God didn't even throw stones at PPL, okay? He destroyed the word twice because PPL were disobeying him, okay? And only saved the ones that obeyed him, and you're disobeying, so 'cause you're not believing, and you're saying that we are not supposed to worship him? Well, you're wrong. Believe what you think, but you're wrong. If you don't stop, then you're going to hell. In the Bible, it even says there's a heaven and a hell, okay? So you better obey and read his word and pray, and nobody will make fun of any of our religion, okay? It's okay if you don't want to listen, but don't make fun. And all of this that you're saying, it's true, but it all has a reason, okay? He flooded this place and the animals because there was too much sin going on in this world, okay? So you don't have the right to make fun of religion, okay? So shut up and stop making these stupid videos!
Oh dear, we have a doozy here in this comment. 1. My objective in creating these videos is not to poke fun at religion, but to debunk stupid comments and irrational beliefs. 2. Besides a single volume of books and writings compiled by men thousands of years ago, we have no material evidence that can confirm the world was destroyed even once, let alone twice, by an intelligent force. 3. Even if a God could be demonstrated to exist, I have yet to see any reason that we should worship him. This world is full of senseless misery and death, and any God who would create such a place doesn't seem worthy of praise and adoration. 4. Fear is a horrible motivation to believe in anything. Belief should be the result of rational inquiry and investigation, not an emotional response to potential pain and suffering. 5. What kind of omniscient, omnibenevolent creator would create a place like hell and send unbelievers there on the weakest of justifications? What possible finite earthly crime would warrant eternal punishment? 6. You assert the Bible as an authority worthy of our attention. However, you have not provided reasons and evidence to substantiate that position. Why should I trust and care about anything contained within its pages? Debunking religious comments and claims, while perhaps uncomfortable to the religiously minded, is not a mockery but an honest pursuit of truth. Each and every one has the right to their own beliefs and the freedom to express them. I advocate for beliefs based upon reason and evidence, and therefore a basis in reality. Next up is Super Darkman 12 TV, who said,
For question 2 about the Bible, you say that the stories of Jesus are not necessarily accurate. Now you must remember that these accounts were written in closer proximity to the actual event than the account assassination of Caesar, which was written 150 years after his death, though most historians regard this as fact. Also, you must take into account that there were eyewitnesses of many of Jesus' miracles and teachings throughout his ministry. Now, what you said about the variations of the books of the New Testament somewhat differed is true, although this may actually prove that the writers did not conspire with one another and actually wrote these accounts out of pure memory. Naturally, there would be some confusion in small details. Now, saying that the Bible, New Testament in particular, is false is somewhat true.
So let's get this all out on the table from the onset. The New Testament portion of the Bible is a collection of books and letters compiled hundreds of years after the supposed life of Jesus. The earliest writings have been dated to 30 to 70 years after the events it describes, written by mostly anonymous writers, none of whom were eyewitnesses to the events themselves, and no evidence to confirm they spoke to credible eyewitnesses. On top of it all, the claims made within its pages are exceptional in nature and have never been corroborated with actual evidence. Historians generally have no problem confirming historical facts when the claims are A. confirmed by multiple reliable sources, B. probable based upon our understanding of the culture and time, and C. probable based upon our understanding of how the universe operates. When an ancient story speaks of miraculous events and realms of existence outside our natural experiences, we are right to be highly skeptical and demand for exceptional evidence. There is a fundamental difference between a commonplace event, such as a human engaging in actions and events characteristic of the setting, example, people shopping in a marketplace, and an extraordinary event never to have been seen before or since, example, a once dead man seen walking fully alive days later. If I told you I have a car in my garage, it would be reasonable to assume that I am telling the truth, because it is commonplace to find vehicles in garages. If instead I told you I have an interdimensional wormhole in my garage, you would be wise to withhold belief and demand evidence, as such things have not been demonstrated to exist. Exceptional claims require exceptional evidence, and until such time as this evidence is presented, belief is premature and unwarranted. In regards to the contrary accounts of the life and times of Jesus across a number of books within the New Testament, there is strong evidence to suggest that the later authors embellished and corrected obvious inaccuracies with time, and no reasonable evidence that they all independently arrived at a similar narrative. The contradictions found within these accounts are not small details so easily dismissed. And our last comment is from Aaron Sansevero, who said,
To answer these replies, I must say that I feel obliged to spread the word of God simply because I don't want people to burn in hell when they could be having a wonderful time in heaven. And why should I have to show evidence of the Lord? The only reason you haven't seen this evidence is because you haven't been open-minded enough to even look. The funny thing is that this video had so many likes and so few dislikes. You know everything said in the video is wrong. It's bad enough that this guy doomed his own soul by not believing in God, but he had the nerve to try and doom the souls of others by filling their heads with all these lies. As a Christian, it is my responsibility to stand up for what is right and face the villainous atheists when they appear. They need to be reformed to be saved. Just face the facts. Atheism is the worst sin in the book. After all God has done for you, not only are you taking him for granted and not even thanking him for his selfless actions, but you're also not even acknowledging the fact that he exists. If you don't believe, just don't believe. There's no reason to make dumb videos with illogical points to try and corrupt others who are ignorant enough to eat the lies you spew like this guy. Because I ask of you, when you spread and promote your sins for the entire world to see and act upon, then what do you have left?
While I can understand your compulsion to help others turn to God, given your worldview and the implications you see in not believing as you do, I request humbly that you either present compelling reasons and evidence to corroborate your beliefs, or cease and desist in your efforts to misinform others. If you wish others to believe as you do, then it is your responsibility to give them reasons to do so. As a rational individual, I demand evidence for truth claims. If you claim that Jesus is the Son of God, I will require evidence that is overwhelmingly supportive of that claim. True, one must not be close-minded and absolute in their convictions, especially in the light of exceptional conflicting evidence. But one equally should not be so open-minded as to believe in anything and everything prior to evidence being presented. If you believe that I am doomed for not believing in a God, and that I am dooming the souls of others with my videos, please provide compelling evidence for the existence of a soul, existence of a God, existence of hell, and the way in which you know that disbelief will result in eternal punishment. If evidence is not forthcoming, then your claims for all intents and purposes are baseless and potentially untrue. As a moral, social, sentient animal, I am compelled to stand up for what is right and face the villainous irrationality that motivates immoral human conduct. There you have it, 5 stupid comments from 5 different YouTubers. Which comment would you vote to win the Dumbass of the Week award? Would it be 1. Tina Chandler, who thinks that God is an energy of sorts? 2. Sherry Fan Productions, who thinks people have the right to believe in something as long as they don't criticize other people's beliefs? 3. Donna Cabrera, who thinks atheists should stop making fun of other people's religion because, okay, God didn't even throw stones at people, okay? 4. Super Darkman 12 TV, who thinks since we accept historical accounts of Caesar, we should accept the historical and exceptional claims of the Bible. Or 5. Aaron Sansevero, who thinks it's his responsibility as a Christian to stand up and face the villainous atheists when they appear. To vote, leave your choice in the comment section below. Choose only one winner. Results will be available on my Facebook page and Google Plus page 1 week from today on Friday, February 21st. Check back to see who won. If you enjoyed this video, remember to press the like button and share with everyone. If you would like to submit a video or audio reading of a future stupid comment, I am creating a waiting list, so send me an email to TheVeganAtheist@hotmail.com. Thanks for watching. Want to see more? Click subscribe and keep an eye out for the next Stupid Comments video coming out next Friday. Follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus pages. Links are in the description. Lastly, head over to my channel and check out all the debates, presentations, and videos.